G'day guys, I'm Daryl Axon and welcome to AFL Legends Unite. Today we're going to be reviewing the West Coast and St Kilda game, and man, there are a lot of controversial moments in this game, and West Coast I felt were extremely lucky to have forwards, despite the fact that St Kilda had way more scoring shots than you guys. I was quite surprised. I was expecting the West Coast Eagles to win by 100 points. I thought St Kilda were very not too good against Melbourne last week, but they definitely proved they were a capable side. Unfortunately, one of the big factors in their power is the scoring shots. 13 goals, 19 behinds. That's shocking. You know, you had 11 more behinds than West Coast, and they had 5 more goals than you. If those 11 behinds were goals, you would have easily won by about 30 points. But nevertheless, you guys were outstanding. It was an impressive performance despite West Coast dominating the disposal count, dominated free kicks 23-8. Yes, I know there's a rule book. The rule book doesn't say, free kick count needs to be even, but it does say it needs to be a legitimate free kick, and the free kick should be paid during an illegal move or form of contact. And I felt like West Coast did a lot of illegal things and got away with it when it was clearly, obviously, a free kick to St Kilda. So a lot of questions there about the umpires and their ability to see 20/20 vision. So a bit of disappointment there, but nevertheless, Josh Kennedy, he was pretty shit. He was pretty crap in the first half. He was easily shut down. But he did pick up in the second half, and he dominated, and then he got the 4 goals. That hurts St Kilda. Just their ability, I think West Coast's ability to kick goals and have a decent accuracy really hurts teams. And in particular, St Kilda, they're still feeling pain, unfortunately. They were very, very lucky indeed. But yes, in the end, it was a 19-point margin. The dual Coleman medalist in Kennedy didn't even touch the ball until the 11th minute mark of the second quarter. So that goes to show you how good St Kilda's defence was. But he did stood up, particularly in the last, to help them win. The Saints had led as much as 25 points in the opening term, but were wasteful in front of goal at 13-19. So that really does hurt a team. I felt like their ball use wasn't too bad, and it was a pretty decent crowd at 37,749 for our West Coast and St Kilda game, so that's not too bad. I just felt like Saints were really on ball here today on Saturday night. I would be deeply impressed with how St Kilda went about it. Ross and Robinson were outstanding. Ross had 29 disposals for the Saints. Robertson had 26. Montagna, unfortunately, only had 21. But Gaff was also outstanding. He was outstanding for West Coast at 36 disposals, followed by Prentice at 31 and Shuey at 30. So you can see how dominant they were in that second half. Clearances were quite even. The Saints won it by 1 more clearance. And I found that quite interesting. Inside 50s were very even, 46-45. Marks inside 50s were a bit won by West Coast at 15-11. Contested possessions even again. Saints won it by 2 more. Tackles, Saints dominated that. The Saints also won the hit-outs by 8. So yeah, it's not too bad. They did cover a lot of areas, but unfortunately, just the one area they can't cover is goal shooting, and so it's gonna raise a few area questions for their forward line and their ability to change their mental thinking when approaching a set shot. You know, how's their posture? How's their ball holding? Is it a bit high? Do they drop it high? Do they actually keep that guard arm there while balancing arm is out? So yeah, there's a lot of questions there. As for injuries, it's to be concluded for the West Coast Eagles. As for Jack Stevens, he did have a punctured lung and was taken to hospital. So yeah, it'll be a bit of disappointment. There's been a lot of broken ribs and punctured lungs this weekend. It's been a really bruising affair this weekend. So, but hey, that's good to see. As I said, Kennedy was outstanding. 4 goals. Hill 3. Shuey, Darling, Marston 2 goals each. Cripps, Lacroix, Gills, Pritis, and Vardy 1 goal each. McCartan, Loney, Bruce, Weller 2 goals each. While Membry, Gresham, Montagna, Akers, and Dunstan got 1 goal each. So yeah, Hickey was outstanding for St Kilda. He was definitely on ball. So was Dunstan, Ross, Brown, Gilbert, Montagna, while Shuey, Gaff, Yeon, Marston, Pritis, and Kennedy were outstanding for the West Coast Eagles. I actually want to see. Where are you? Where are you, Hickey? Tom Hickey, 7 clearances. Not too bad at all. So that's pretty good. But yeah, anyway guys, checking who you guys play next week. Here we go. Sorry, it's a little bit weird because they've got all these new different you got different little sections here compared to the other reports. But for the Eagles, they travel to the MCG to face Richmond. I'm expecting that to be a 50-50 game just with the way West Coast performed. I thought West Coast performed really poorly, and they're coming up against Richmond, who are playing sloppy footy, so you know it's going to be like a married couple. But yes, I think that's a 50-50 game. As for St Kilda, they'll host the Brisbane Lions at Etihad. I know it's a Sunday clash, but I'm actually feeling like St Kilda will get up there. I think they should. They'll win and win quite comfortably. So it's going to be quite interesting to see. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that Richmond and West Coast game. It's going to be interesting. See who steps up to the plate. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope that gives you a bit of insight of what happens in this game. Feel free to comment down below, give me a bit of feedback. Every bit of feedback helps. And yeah, you guys take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.